It was just after midnight when I heard a knock on my door 3 times. I sat up thinking it might be a dream, because who could it be at midnight? I had buried my husband just 2 weeks ago, so who could it be at this time? Maybe I was dreaming. Maybe it was the wind howling outside. Maybe it was the drops hitting the window. But then I sat up and I heard a knock again 3 times. I clutched hard onto my dress, breathing heavily, scared. Then I heard a familiar voice, a voice that sounded too familiar to be true. It was the voice of my late husband, the man that I buried just 2 weeks ago. Fear gripped me. I stood up, walked slowly to the window. I drew the curtain back slightly, looked outside. There he was, stood at my front door, dripping in rain. It was my husband, wearing the same clothes that we had just buried him in 2 weeks ago. Fear gripped me. I stepped back. Then the knock came again. This time, his eyes met mine, and he whispered in his soft, calm voice. He called my name. Please, let me in. I cannot sleep outside. It's too cold out here. I stepped back in fear, shaking, and I told him, dear, but you are not supposed to be here. You are not supposed to be here. Shaking, he said, please, let me in. It's too cold outside. I stepped back, shaking. Then I stood for a while, walked closer to the door. As my hand reached for the door handle, I heard a car horn beeping outside. Shaking, confused, not knowing what to do, I hear 3 knocks again on my door. This time, another familiar voice. It was my mother's voice, not my husband. So I called out, Mum, is that you? She said, yes, please let me in. I said, why didn't you tell me you were coming over, and why coming at this hour? She tells me that her phone battery died, and also her car broke down on her way to my house. That's why it took her this long. I was confused. I didn't know what to do at this point, whether to open the door or not. Then I opened the door. My mum stood there, drenching wet. But I looked outside on the streets, my husband nowhere to be seen. I let my mum in. She hugged me. I'm crying. She asked me what happened. I told her I saw my husband just before she arrived. My mum sat me down, hugged me, and told me it's just all in my head, because we buried my husband just 2 weeks ago. I knew I saw my husband, and nothing my mum could tell me could change my mind. The next morning, I woke up to a phone call. I was shocked when I looked at my phone. Tell me why it was my mum ringing me. My mum is supposed to be sleeping in the next room in my house, so why is she ringing me? I quickly rushed to the spare room. The bed neatly made. It was as if no one had slept in it. So I answered the phone, and it was my mum. I asked her where she had gone. My mum, confused on the phone, asked me, what do you mean? I told her, but you turned up at my house just after midnight last night. You even comfort me about me seeing my late husband. My mum said, no, I wasn't at your house. So who the hell were these 2 people? These 2 familiar people, very close and dear to my heart. Who the hell were they?